Hello, friends. Welcome into today's reading. Go ahead and grab yourself some yummy tea or coffee, and we will get started today. We have our two decks that we will be using, Art Magic, Inspiration deck, and the Woman in Control of Herself deck. And this is a timeless, genderless reading. So if you do not happen to find this on the day that it is posted, it is okay. When you are receiving these messages, that is when you are supposed to get clarity from Spirit. And if you do not identify as female, that is okay too. Any of the messages can be swapped genders because we are dealing with energies, masculine and feminine energies, which do not have a gender. It's just a way where we can identify action versus receiving. And of course, it goes a lot deeper into that, but that's just the basics of it. And if any of these messages resonate with you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment if you would like to. I'd love to hear your experience or if any of this has resonated. So with that, I think we can go ahead and get started today. I want to start by saying and bringing to attention around just how much energy can be around this time. It can feel a lot different from the summertime. And sometimes we can get stuck in that productivity mode that the summertime provides for us. And I find myself doing that a lot as well, which is why I think we are having a little bit of a shakeup in our life right now, to kind of ground us and bring us back down into ourselves so we can recharge and rest like we need to, because we don't really realize how much we do during the summer. You know, constantly going out with friends and working and trying to have as much fun as we possibly can is all great things. But nothing lasts forever, and no matter where you live, I believe that winter is a time for rest and recharge and introspection and really going deep into making sure that you're on the right path and you're happy and you're doing the things that you really, truly desire. So for me, I have been going crazy fast, doing the most, working my butt off to save money and put myself in a good financial situation. And the job that I was doing wasn't 100% what I would like to be doing right now. It is a lot of manual labor, and a lot of the times I have to push my body to do the work. And so my nervous system had been just going nonstop, and I could feel it. It was really taking a toll on my mental health. And recently, about a week ago, my transmission actually, needs to be replaced. So I am without a car right now. I can't go to work. I can't have my same routine that I always do. And I really struggled in the beginning with that because my body was so used to going and going and going. And I didn't take any time to slow down. I didn't take any time to really, truly tune into myself and relax. I would, sometimes sit down and watch a movie and draw something or paint something, but I never truly got the benefit from it because my mind was always, or rather my body was always ready for the next thing. And as soon as I realized that I wasn't going to be able to go anywhere for a few weeks, maybe even months, I started to kind of panic and, be like, why is this happening to me? I don't understand. Everything was going so well. What is the message here? What is the lesson here? And I've been doing a lot of work with my aura and my auric field and realizing that I have a hard time relaxing. I wasn't always like this. In fact, there was a point in my life where I struggled on the opposite end where I couldn't motivate myself. But so I was really called to come on here and let you guys know that if you're feeling that kind of like pent up energy and you just don't know what the future holds, you can't seem to take a break or catch a breath, I am here to tell you that that is exactly what you need to do. And looking at the cards that we have pulled today, it's Conjure a Sacred Space, Slay Perfection, Place of Power, Create New Opportunities, and Cathartic Art. And all of those are telling me basically that your environment may not be exactly what you want it to be right now. And maybe your environment is causing you to feel out of sorts. Maybe you feel like you're not good enough or you're comparing yourself to others. And I really want to tell you guys that that is not where you're going to find happiness or peace or whatever it is that you're looking for. I'm telling you right now that miracles can happen when you take the time to sit with yourself, do the things that you love, and put everyone else in the background. Now, I know that can sometimes be easier said than done, but try to apply this message to your life and try to see if you can incorporate more alone time, more you time to really explore your creativity, tuning into your body. I'm also getting that maybe this time of the year can be hard for you, as it is with a lot of people, myself included. And maybe you got fed up with how you are being treated by the limited perspective of other people. So maybe you cut people off, or you moved, or you stopped going to the events that you used to. And it's because you were meant to outgrow those things. They served you for a long time, and you learned a lot. But you didn't learn from a place of abundance. You learned what you wanted from a place where you didn't have what you wanted. And I hope that makes sense. You didn't learn from pleasure. You learned from your pain. And that is not easy. A lot of people can get stuck in that energy and blame themselves and become the victim. They try to fill the void that they feel from the lack of connection that they so desire. People spend money on unnecessary things, and they try whatever possible way they can to fill that void within themselves. And this is not you. This is the other people maybe that are in your life, or that you notice the energy just seems off to you. But you, on the other hand, you saw this void, and instead of running away, you jumped into it, but this time you brought your flashlight, your spotlight. When everything seemed hopeless, you got yourself out of it by becoming friends with it. And this is you making a commitment with yourself. A commitment to put yourself first and to take care of yourself, and to know deep down that that's what truly matters. Spirit, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, whoever you communicate with, is really telling you to ground yourself right now, flow with the cycle of life, and understand that this is a period of recharge. You're getting ready. You're planting the seeds for the summer. We're not acting on those plans, but we're getting ready to act when the universe gives us the go-ahead. And you'll know exactly when that is. We are not meant to ignore the ebbs and flows of life, and this is exactly why people in power are destroying things instead of making them better. We aren't taught how to commune with the planet that we live on. But I can tell you right now that there are so many resources out there where you can start to learn. And if you feel this disconnection, if you feel this void, this pent-up energy, I really suggest that you take this time, this period that we're in right now, and get familiar with a new belief. Get familiar with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I believe in? What makes sense to me? And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. Because that is the very thing that will lead you to an abundant summer, to a successful summer, whatever that may look like to you. We keep in mind the things that we cannot change, but we focus on the things that we can. So if you want a deeper connection with other humans, then you must deepen the connection with yourself and the earth. Going back to the cards, where we see cathartic art. Cathartic, that is a word that is escaping me right now, but I do know what it means. And I believe that it means kind of like that nostalgic feeling, kind of gives you the warm and fuzzies, makes you feel comfortable, supported, and loved. So whatever that may be to you, art could be so many different things. Painting, singing, dancing, cooking even. There are so many different things that you can incorporate art into your life. And the more creative you are, the more in tune with yourself you're going to feel. So Spirit is really asking us to connect with that creativity so that we can have one of the most productive and beneficial, life-changing summers that we will ever experience. And now I want to read to you some of the witch tarot cards that I had pulled. And I'm going to start with Failure's Muse. And in the booklet, it says, many of us are terrified of failure. Just the potential of it feels like a lurking presence in the woods, a toothy howl that can send chills down our spine. But when we're willing to fail, those sharp teeth can become our ally. When we dare to befriend what we fear most, we become not only resilient, but fierce. More dreams are killed by not trying, by failure. Not risking is a guaranteed way to avoid failure, but also a guaranteed way to forfeit the sweet savor of success. The wolves of our psyche howling that you'll die if you don't succeed are lying. The growls may be terrifying, but so are you. Your soul is forged of lightning and stardust and cannot be destroyed, but you can only prove this truth to yourself by getting back up after failure and insisting on remembering who you are and of what you are really made of. That's beautiful. So in that description, and it says, the wolves of your psyche howling that you'll die. And we actually pulled the psyche card. So I'm going to take that as a sign, and I'm going to flip to that message. And let's see what it has to say for us. So psyche. Nobody runs into the arms of change with mad, passionate delight yelling, pick me, and yet without change, there is no growth. And since no growth comes from comfort, you might as well get used to being uncomfortable. The caterpillar has a complete meltdown, literally. Inside its chrysalis, the cells of that mushy substance known as imago cells are no longer caterpillar cells, but they are not yet butterfly cells. You might say imago cells represent a third creature, one that doesn't know what it is yet, one that is unbecoming and becoming at the same time, carrying the image of what it might yet be when it emerges. I love that so much. So again, we're being reminded that we are in this liminal space. We're in this period of transition, transformation, reorganizing. And this is our message for today, or whenever you may find this video. I'm so grateful that you stumbled upon this reading, and I hope that it helps. If you need any more guidance, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram with the link down below. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.